Hi, this is the second video in Web Applications 803, and it's on entrepreneurial skills, which is part of employability skills for term 2. In this video, I'm going to take each topic, also base some questions on the topic. Now, I want you to go back and write these on paper and practice them so that you do well on the day of the exam. It'll be much easier after you see the video to actually read through the chapter. You'll be able to understand better, but always a great idea to write and revise. Do subscribe to keep track of the videos which will cover the entire syllabus and make it very easy for you to revise for term 2. आज हम शुरू कर रहे हैं entrepreneurial skills जो कि term 2 का पहला चैप्टर है employability skills में और इसमें शुरू में देते हैं entrepreneurship development which refers to the process of enhancing entrepreneurial skills and knowledge through structured training and institution building programs. Now, जब कोई entrepreneur बनना चाहता है तो ये ज़रूरी है कि उनको सारे skills और knowledge हो उसके बारे में how to become an entrepreneur and how to stand in the market. Now, to do this, the support that the government gives is in terms of training. तो वो training include करती है on entrepreneurship orientation and awareness, development of competencies और वो competencies क्या हैं हम इस chapter में देखेंगे. Third thing is knowledge, skills, and attitudes necessary to recognize a market opportunity and organize resources to meet it. And the fourth one is improvement of business performance for growth and competitiveness. तो ये चारों चीजें बहुत important हैं कि आपको पता हो, awareness हो, आपके पास competencies, skills, knowledge, attitudes हो और आपके पास वो growth और market कंपटीशन को स्टैंड करने की एबिलिटी हो तो इन सब के लिए ट्रेनिंग देती है मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ स्किल डेवलपमेंट एंड एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया और उसकी एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है द नेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट फॉर एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप एंड स्मॉल बिजनेस डेवलपमेंट जो कि अगर आप इनकी वेबसाइट पे जाते हैं तो द मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ स्किल डेवलपमेंट एंड एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप की जो वेबसाइट है गवर्नमेंट की अगर उसमें आप ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस पे जाते हैं तो आपको दिखेंगी नेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप एंड स्मॉल बिजनेस डेवलपमेंट NIESBUT सो ये जो आपको मैं बता रही हूँ ये उनके लिए है जो एंटरप्रेन्योर्स बनना चाहते हैं सो यू कैन गेट ट्रेन्ड टू बिकम एन एंटरप्रेन्योर नेक्स्ट हम आते हैं कि कैसे एंटरप्रेन्योर और वेज एम्प्लॉयड पर्सन डिफरेंट हैं तो वेज एम्प्लॉयड पर्सन तो वो है someone who works for an individual or an organization and gets paid for the same. Entrepreneur is a self-employed person who strives to make the business better by taking risks and trying new ideas. Or the other thing is that the employed person has to do one's job and not worry too much about the company. Whereas the entrepreneur has to think of one's own work, also about the work of the employees and the growth of the company. Now, the other question that can be asked is what is entrepreneurship? So, there are two definitions given in the book. It's an economic process where an idea is generated or an opportunity is created, refined, developed, and implemented while being exposed to uncertainty or risk to realize a profit by effective utilization of resources. तो ये बड़ी सी कंप्लीट डेफिनेशन है या फिर आप कह सकते हैं इट इज द एक्ट ऑफ सेटिंग अप एंड रनिंग अ बिजनेस एंड टेकिंग रिस्क्स इन ऑर्डर टू अर्न प्रॉफिट्स दोनों ही ठीक है जो भी आप देना चाहें नेक्स्ट इज हु इज एन एंटरप्रेन्योर ये भी एक क्वेश्चन हो सकता है सो द वर्ड एंटरप्रेन्योर इज डिराइव्ड फ्रॉम द फ्रेंच वर्ड entreprendre which means to undertake and what an entrepreneur is a person who senses the opportunities, brings in resources, labor, material, and other assets into profit making combinations. तो उसको कोई आइडिया आता है उसको कोई अपॉर्चुनिटी बिजनेस की दिखती है सो द whoever is an entrepreneur will get all those resources, labor, material, assets, जो भी चाहिए together and then create a profit making business. Then we come to what are the characteristics of an entrepreneurship? So ये भी एक question हो सकता है because it's given in the book as it is an economic activity done to create, develop and maintain a profit-oriented organization. So these are all things that are coming again and again. So you should remember to create, develop and maintain a profit-oriented organization. And it begins with identifying an opportunity as a potential to sell and make profit in the market. And it deals with optimization in utilization of resources. So, and of course, it is the ability of an entrepreneur to take risks. So, ये भी एक characteristic है किसी entrepreneurship. Now, we come to what are the qualities of a successful entrepreneur? First one is initiative, ready to take that leap, to get into whatever they think is a very good market opportunity. It will give us profit, but you have to make that first, take that initiative to start. Willingness to take risks. You are, you know that you are not 100% safe. You may risk taking on this business. Ability to learn from experience, motivation, self-confidence, hard work, decision-making ability. All these are the qualities of a successful entrepreneur. नेक्स्ट हम देख रहे हैं टाइप्स ऑफ एंटरप्रेन्योर्स जिसमें आपको क्वेश्चन आ सकता है लिस्ट एनी 3 टाइप्स ऑफ एंटरप्रेन्योर्स क्वेश्चन ये भी आ सकता है हर एक में what is a service entrepreneur or what is a business entrepreneur or who's an industrial entrepreneur ऐसे भी क्वेश्चंस आ सकते हैं या फिर आपको क्वेश्चन आ सकता है what is the difference between a service entrepreneur and a business entrepreneur और ये इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक है इसको पढ़ लीजिए अच्छे से बुक में ये काफी डिटेल में दिया है अब हम देखते हैं पहली तरह के entrepreneurs, service entrepreneurs. They spot an idea and convert it into a service which is unprecedented or not available in the market. Uber हो गया जैसे वो पहली बार आए तो they were not there was nothing like that in the market. Zomato या Swiggy ऐसे वाली जो services थी जब वो पहली बार आई तो उसकी तरह की कोई सर्विस पहले अवेलेबल नहीं थी बिजनेस एंटरप्रेन्योर्स में वो एंटरप्रेन्योर्स हैं जो सिर्फ बिजनेस और ट्रेडिंग करते हैं प्रोडक्ट मैन्युफैक्चर नहीं करते दे अंडरटेक बिजनेस and trading activities and are not concerned with the manufacturing work जैसे कि कोई बड़ी मार्केट है यूएस की मार्केट है उसमें कोई बड़ा सक्सेसफुल प्रोडक्ट है तो उसको इंडिया की मार्केट में मूव किया जाए जैसे कि पेप्सी या कोका कोला को लाया गया था तो these are entrepreneurs that move product from one location to another location and just sell new products or innovative products. उससे अगले हैं industrial entrepreneurs. They are product oriented. They start an industrial unit to create a product like the electronic industry, textile unit, machine tools, manufacturing unit. तो इसमें नई तरह के कोई innovative products वो बनाते हैं AI driven machines हो गई या कोई agricultural tools हो गए जो apps के through work करते हैं. Next are agricultural entrepreneurs. They introduce new and innovative technology to maximize the yield. ये entrepreneurs जैसे कि कोई genetically modified plants introduce कर देते हैं या कोई नई टेक्निक है grow करने की जिससे कि crop की produce ज़्यादा हो जाती है तो वो हैं agricultural entrepreneurs. Next type of entrepreneurs are technical entrepreneurs. They use technical expertise to create and offer machines, tools and methods. They constantly innovate to make industrial processes seamless and efficient. तो जिसमें आ सकते हैं आपकी robotic machines, जैसे कि एक रूम्बा है, that is our new kind of vacuum cleaner, जो कि एक ऐप के साथ चलती है, but it does all kinds of work. That is an example. नॉन टेक्निकल entrepreneurs हैं जो डिजाइन करते हैं कोई सर्विस या कोई प्रोडक्ट जो कि टेक्निकल entrepreneurs फिर उसको बनाते हैं, जैसे कि ये डिजाइन करते हैं रोबोट्स को या स्मार्ट कार्स. The next type of entrepreneurs are professional entrepreneurs. They start a business, nurture it, make it reach a point of self-sustenance, and once that point is reached, they sell the business and start a new one. तो इसका बहुत अच्छा एग्जाम्पल है जो टेस्ला के अब ओनर है Elon Musk. He started with a company called Zip2 now at an age of 24, and then he sold that company and he started his second company, which was something called x.com, which is an online bank kind of, जैसे आजकल PayPal है या Paytm है, वैसे ही एक कंपनी उन्होंने शुरू की थी और फिर उसको सेल किया. And after that he started a company called SpaceX and Tesla. So he keeps starting new businesses. Next type of entrepreneurs are IT entrepreneurs. The difference between IT entrepreneurs and technical entrepreneurs is that IT entrepreneurs सिर्फ IT field में ही innovate करते हैं, और इसमें आ सकती है जैसे कि नई तरह की कोई ऐप बनाई जाए, तो that will be an IT entrepreneur. अगली तरह के entrepreneurs हैं women entrepreneurs, जो कि obviously ladies या women take up entrepreneurship. इसमें किरण मजूमदार हैं बायोकॉन की head, and then there are social entrepreneurs. They focus on developing solutions that benefit the society, and that is why they're called social entrepreneurs. इसका एक example है Muruganathan Arunachalam, the man who was जिसकी स्टोरी पे एक मूवी बनी थी अक्षय कुमार की पैडमैन. तो ये वो हैं जिन्होंने एक अपना ही वेंचर शुरू किया था. फैमिली बिजनेस एंटरप्रेन्योर्स, जैसे कि family or an individual runs a business successfully and passes it on to the next generation. Tatas, ya Birlas, ya Ambanis. So theirs is a family business entrepreneurs. ये नए products add करते रहते हैं अपनी family business में. Then there are first generation entrepreneurs who do not have any background. So they were the first in their family to actually start the business. इसमें example है नारायण मूर्ति, जिसका Infosys एक बहुत बड़ा example है. And Infosys was also a group of people, पर वो first generation entrepreneurs थे. Now, what are the major functions performed by an entrepreneur? तो ये हम बार बार पढ़ रहे हैं. Identifying opportunity, turning ideas into action, feasibility study की whether it is feasible or not, and this can be done through survey. आप you can soft launch something which you can try out for some time and see whether it is going to work or not. और आपने ये देखा होगा कि कई बार एक बड़े प्रोडक्ट के साथ कोई छोटा प्रोडक्ट लॉन्च हो जाता है, तो वो चेक करते हैं कि whether people will actually like that product or not. Resourcing to find out whether you will have enough raw material for whatever you are trying to create. Then setting up the enterprise. वो पूरा आपने सब कुछ कर लिया ग्राउंड वर्क, तो उसके बाद आपको सेटअप करना है. Then managing that, of course, that is the major thing, that once it is set up, that's when your uphill journey starts. You have to manage it also and grow it and develop it. So these are the functions performed by an entrepreneur. We look at the next topic, that is qualities that motivate an entrepreneur. And the question that could be framed is, what are the qualities that motivate an entrepreneur? The first quality is standard of excellence. They set high standards and attain the standard of excellence by working hard and showing innovativeness. The second quality is uniqueness. They remain unique in everything they do and the way it is done. They focus on long term goals. They plan and work patiently to achieve long term goals. The last one is the need to influence. They see their ideas as revolutionary and expect them to influence the world in a big way. And this has been proven that entrepreneurs have gone on to change the way the world works. Next is key questions faced by budding entrepreneurs when finding the business opportunity that is right for them. What are these key questions? Should the new venture focus on a new product or a service? Should the venture be an existing product or service from one market and offer it to another where it may not be available? मतलब कुछ साल पहले long before I'm sure any of you were born, तो RO India में नहीं था. Water purifiers were not in India. So suddenly, this company came in, Aquaguard, and took over the whole market because people were looking for that product. So it is always, should you start something new or should you take one product which you know is doing well in one market and take it to another one? So these are things that you have to think of. The next question can be, which are some of the ways in which aspiring entrepreneurs can identify new business opportunities and evaluate their potential and risks? ये important है क्योंकि अगर आपने कोई business idea सोचा है तो आपने पहले अगर उसके बारे में do some surveys, you'll be able to cut down on the risk and you'll be able to see how much the potential is, whether it will make a profit or not. तो ये करने के लिए क्या तरीके हैं? So to identify these new business opportunities and evaluate their potential and risks, you can look for issues that concern your community. कोई बहुत ऐसा issue है जो आपकी community में बहुत ज़रूरी है, and you have to recognize it early. Like you can't start saying that okay, today I will start making jute bags, but jute bags are there for a long time. वो एक नई अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं है, तो वो आपको अपनी कम्युनिटी के हिसाब से कोई ऐसी अपॉर्चुनिटी ढूंढनी है जो ऑलरेडी नहीं है. सो लुक इन the around you, in your community, in your city, and see what is the issue that you can take up. Then personal experience. तो जो successful entrepreneurs हैं उनकी personal stories के अगर आप देखें उनको और उनको पढ़ें और उनके बारे में जानें तो आपको बहुत सारी इंस्पिरेशन मिलेगी और बहुत सारी इंसाइट्स मिलेंगी कि कौन सी चीज़ हेल्प करेगी और कौन सी नहीं. Research with others. That means speak to like minded people, get involved in social groups, join a local startup group. Maybe there are other people whose experience can come very handy when you are beginning your enterprise. The next important definition is startup. Now, a startup is a company that is in the first stage of its operations. Startups come with an innovative idea. At the same time, they like to get guidance and mentoring from an expert. Most people who create startups join various groups at local and global level for continued support by expert mentors and investors. Now, startups seek financial investment differently than most small businesses. They rely on capital that comes via angel investors or venture capital firms. So you can be also asked, what are angel investors or venture capital firms? These are firms or companies that invest in new businesses, small ideas, big ideas, innovative ideas, which are actually startups. And actually, these are very specifically called startups. Otherwise, the small business operations rely on loans and grants, but venture capital and angel investors come in for startups. A lot of Indian startups too have received funding from global investors. और एक ऐसी company है Byju's. It has received some of the largest fundings from all over the world. 2013 में बायजूस को सीड फंडिंग मिली एरन कैपिटल से. और सीड फंडिंग का मतलब है जब कोई इन्वेस्टर शुरू में अपना स्टेक लेके कंपनी को फंड करता है, दैट्स अर्ली इन्वेस्टमेंट. उसके बाद फॉर 785 million it has received fundings from big venture capital firms. एक है सिकोया कैपिटल, there's चान जकरबर्ग जो फेसबुक ओनर है, मार्क जकरबर्ग, उसकी कंपनी से मिली है. टेंसेंट जो कि एक चाइनीज मल्टीनेशनल टेक्नोलॉजी कंपनी है, और सोफीना जो कि एक बेल्जियन कंपनी है. लाइट स्पीड वेंचर पार्टनर्स जिसने स्नैपचैट को भी फंडिंग दी थी. तो ये सब बड़ी कंपनीज ने बहुत पैसा लगाया है बायजूस में. Next we come to the definition of Startup India. So you could be asked, what is Startup India? It's an initiative of the government of India to build an ecosystem for the growth of startup business. Now, under this scheme, new startups in India can avail regulatory and tax benefits, capital gain exemption, access to government funding, and if they all this will happen if they fulfill the criteria. And there is a website for this, which is very simple, startupindia.in. We come to the next topic, that is barriers to entrepreneurship. So, in your book, the first barrier given is environmental barriers, which is lack of resources, raw materials, skilled labor, machinery, and infrastructure, monetary resources on time. And then there are these schemes from the government to overcome environmental barriers, that is Government Mudra Yojana, Credit Guarantee Scheme, Stand Up India Scheme. There is also a barrier, which is no plan. You don't have a business plan, or you have a faulty business plan, then it may lead to a chaotic situation. So having a plan to reach the goal helps a person in knowing one's role in a successful business and pushes everyone associated with it to work harder. So एक plan होना बहुत जरूरी है. Next could be personal barriers, that are, personal fears. Fear of failing, fear of risk, fear of financial problems, fear of customers' rejection. So, to overcome personal barriers, setting long term goals, finding the right team, and family support, that can help us overcome these fears. Next, we come to what are the attitudes of an entrepreneur. There are 5 attitudes given in the book. One is taking initiative, decisiveness, organizational skill, interpersonal skill, and perseverance. So each of these are important. Decisiveness is the ability to make quick and profitable decisions. Now, this could be a fill in the blank, or it could be just name any attitudes or any 3 attitudes of an entrepreneur. So the questions could come in any form, whether a fill in the blank would be one attitude, or maybe they ask you for naming 3 attitudes. So depends. So there's taking initiative, which is taking ability to take charge and act in a situation before others. Organizational skills is the ability to make the optimum use of time, energy, and resources to achieve the desired goal. And then there is interpersonal skills, which is the ability to work with others. Perseverance, very important, ability to continue to do something even when it is difficult. Next हम आते हैं competencies पे. Again, these are decisiveness, initiative, interpersonal skills, perseverance, and organizational skills. That the ones we've done before, these are exactly the same that were mentioned as attitudes before. Next, we look at the competency in terms of decisiveness, the ability to make quick and profitable decisions, as we said earlier, and it's the most important attribute while setting up a business venture. It is about identifying first and taking the decision of acting on it. So, there's always knowing yourself, identifying opportunities, analyzing the opportunity, problem solving, all these are included in decisiveness. Next, we come to the initiative, the ability to take charge and act in a situation before others. And once you've decided what to do, the next step is just to take the action. Another competency, as described earlier, these are interpersonal skills, skills that mean dealing with relationships. It is between two or more persons. Then there is listening with interest, right body language, positive attitude, and stress. Managing your stress, very important. Perseverance is really important as an entrepreneurial competency because it is the ability to continue to do something even when it is difficult, not giving up when there is a difficult situation, working hard to achieve the goal, analyzing failures and learning from them. These are all part of perseverance. And next is organizational skills. These skills refer to the ability of making optimal use of one's time, energy, and resources to achieve one's goals. And there's time management, goal setting, efficiency, and managing quality. And that brings us to the end of entrepreneurial skills. Do revise this by writing on a paper and also read through the entire chapter. And subscribe to keep watching. The next video is going to be about green skills.